Walud. Two, number two. Make for car. Okay, number two, number two, number two. Two, where you at? God, alright, zoom out this. Okay. Oh my, how many missions are there? Two over here. And there's three right there as well. Okay. Let's get right to it then. Oh god, how many missions are there? Oh, back here, right. Yep. Mother crystal's gone. Okay.
Good girl.
Wow, this way. Okay. Monka.
This might
Oh, get out of the way. Oh, yeah. Do, 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 do. Ah, yes, this place.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
Probably the one with the notification on it. It's dark. Sweet. Loot this guy's house. Monka.
His interests were certainly varied.
The Moogle. Chapter 16. Fallen Bears. That's
This
one.
is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Well, simple enough. Oh.
Leaving so soon, stranger.
What in tarnation?
We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return to your life.
You can
Okay.
try and take it.
Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The
Just
book
bring
can
out your
just as
boys
easily
so
be
I can kick
pried
their
from
ass
your
already.
dead
We've been through this rodeo before. Four, that's it.
Let's see, shall we?
When will you guys learn? You need more. Oh! Holy. Hold this for me. Oh my god. Whoosh. Right here. Oh. I'm not through with you yet. Jesus, man. Having fun yet? Oh my. Right there.
It's over.
When will they learn? Wait,
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Wait! Damn it. Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about. Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the Bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the Hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
Well, alrighty then. Takes care of that. Wait. Oh, it's going to spawn it. Nice. What next? Okay, I got speak with mid at 3. Fucking there's that. No way there's bounties. Oh my. Oh, just one. An A class. Garnick Walud. Oh, I gotta go there anyway, right? Garnick Walud. Garnick Walud. Garnick. Oh, yep. Oh, wait. Okay, where was it? Garnick somewhere. Sculpture. Frickin' Angry Camp. Combs. There's an area not explored down there. And there's that. Oh, okay. Pretty Hollow. Villages. Ah, right here. Okay. Let me get at that real quick. Just to get it out of the way. It's only in the A rank. If it's an S, that's when I'm worried, but A's I can handle. Doom, 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 boom, 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 boom. It's literally where I just was.
That'll do, girl.
There we go. Oh! Gives him my look. Oh. Interesting.
Its madness lives on.
Oh god. Oh. What the? Okay, connected. Oh, I'm not done with you. Oh! Come on then. Oh, it didn't stagger halfway. Interesting. Oh! Right there. Nah, point blank. There we we go. Come on. Holy. Oh my. Rare. Oh my. Holy. Should do it. Oh, it's tankier than I thought. Oh my. Oh. Jesus. Nice.
Rest in peace. That's better.
Nothing to it. Oh, Torgo, you're just a good boy, huh? Let me get you. Let me get you. Good pup. Such a good pup. Okay. What do we got here? So we got that and that. Let's take a shortcut here.
Run like the wind.
Alright, yeah, it's up there.
Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dock. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by Akashic. I need to hurry. Time to fight.
Oh yeah, we're just doing a couple of stuff here and there. We'll get to that surely. Yeah, let's check out what we got here. Don't mind me, y'all. Don't mind me.
Back to the stables, Carl.
Soil and stone!
What do we got here?
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the Wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet. But let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether stick is there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Aren't I always? You don't have to answer that. Oh god. Oh god. Okay.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not.
Can finally go in here. I was kind of wondering when I could go in this place.
Locked up tight.
Oh. What about the other side? Ah, I see. Wide open. Oh! Interesting. Balmog Dark rid of Walu. The purpose of Philly is to rear and train Kazu Beast for deployment. Captive bears have provided some original bears and any other too.
So this place was no ordinary prison. And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
That's Olio. I keep checking down here. Wait. Okay, the quest stops up here, so let me check up here then. Might be some interesting. Oh my. Oh, so much for that. I'm always cautious, don't worry about me. Anything of interest here? 30 gil. Poggers. Holy. Ah. That's what was up here. There we go.
Time to fight.
Let's wrap this up. Oh my.
All yours, Torvald. Get him.
Oh, he's still alive. What do we got here? Recommendation concerning Kuza beast deployment. Kuza has been long been recognized as especially aggressive species. This being the case, it was hoped successful deployment on the battlefield might be means of inflicting heavy casualties to the enemy and success conduct thus far. However, the beast has proven incapable of distinguishing between allied and enemy combatants. Ooh, those types of monsters are always the most dangerous. Proof instead the bearer captives be employed in order to draw enemy focus and be stand driven as okay.
Minimal loss of Waluda lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
Yeah. The Imperials were even better than the Walud. Oh. Kuza beast. Recent supply shortage has left us insufficient resources to defeat Kuza. Oh god, what's this Kuza? Fortunately, the creature was observed to kill and consume the bears assigned to fight us.
They were feeding bearers to it.
Oh.
This is even worse than I'd feared.
Of course they would.
Nothing but a Kashyyyk down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
I suppose I should. there some? What the? Oh.
No lock downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents and... it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this... this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even. And those who wouldn't, or couldn't, were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
Surely we're gonna face off against this beast they're speaking of. Oh, where am I going? Downstairs, downstairs. Pretty sure, yeah, it's that door. I figured. Oh god. Wait, can I see it from here? Nope. Let's get it.
Let's see what we can find down here.
Oh god. There we go. Given how thinking I should probably get something else, but okay, how much is 5 more damage is done? I mean, yeah, let's switch it up a little bit. Haven't tried this yet. Okay. Judgment Bolt. Oh yeah. Alright. Haven't used that move yet. Oh.
A survivor. And she sounds close.
Oh. A little girl. Here?
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. He must have been terrified.
Did Jadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he?
Oh.
He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Jadwick.
Oh. Oh, here we go.
Was that?
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
You ain't gotta tell me twice. Oh my. Oh, so.
It's out there waiting for me.
Oh,
I can't let it live.
Jesus.
Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
Oh my. I gotta fight that. I mean, surely I can take it. Surely I can take it. No problem. No problem, man. Yeah, I should be able to. Judgment ball, well, Mike's. Alright. Holy. Here we go. God, it's a big chungus. Look at the size of that thing. Ah, it's an A rank. Oh, I've worried for nothing. If it's not an S class, I can take it on. Oh my god.
Beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison.
Oh.
Can't let that happen.
No, Jesus. Oh my. I can't see. Over here. Oh. Right here. Oh. Yeah, take that crit damage. Get down here. Come on, put your back into it, Clive. Judgment bottle. Oh my. That's actually pretty sweet. Oh, he dodged. Oh. Oh, the beast. Over here. Oh shit. Nice. Hold this for me. Oh my. Right here. Nice, it was still staggered. Oh, 36k. Oh! Oh, not again. Oh! And keeps dodging it all the way. Oh my. Holy. Oh! Over here. Judgment bottle. God. Yeah, not bad. If it was an S rank, nah, I would have been worried. I can take on Ace, no problem. Behemoth Shack, okay. Not too bad, I'd say.
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
I'm fine. I think.
The beast is slain. We're good to go.
No.
is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
No
I'm sure he
doubt.
fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
Mm-hmm. Takes care of that. Sometime later.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years, we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
Wait. Nobody's tool. Alright. Another gun gear one, okay. Oh, back here. Alright, what else do I have on the to-do list? Oh my god, more bounties. Oh. It never ends. What do we get here? Oh, one. Oh, an S-class. Ooh, now we're talking. Location unknown. Waluder army captured such beasts and tried to train them to serve. Well, we know it's in Walud. But this particular specimen training has long since ceased. Whether its captor turned a Akashic with the rest of their comrades or were eaten by their pet when it broke free from its bonds, we shall never know. All we do know is there's none left alive who know the words put an end to its rampage. Only a show of force will suffice. Masterless Marauder. In Walud. Walud. It could be anywhere. Could be somewhere around here considering it's an undiscovered area. There was already an S-Class here, so there's no way there's another one there as well. Man, it could be... No way, it's there, right? I already chucked off that area. Well, gonna have to search the entire bit. Alright, let me just go here first. Oh, we know it's somewhere in this general vicinity. We got this way. Yep. Sweet. What are the odds the S-Class is somewhere?
Fly, Ambrosia.
This way's direction. Keeping a watchful eye everywhere, just in case. Oh, get out of here! Give me that. Gross spiders. Ugh. This way.
Might this be Nickelbug?
Oh, even if the S-Class isn't this way, I still gotta do this quest anyway. Oh, Nickelberg.
These people aren't turned,
They must be bearers then.
and the village seems safe enough at least. What is going on here?
Ah, did you too heed the call?
Heed the call?
Hmm.
No, I came here looking for someone. To be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you.
Is that so?
What are you doing here? Is this where you live?
It is my home. The others, they heeded the call.
Which call?
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
They came here to perform the rite, just as King Barnabas instructed.
Oh.
This village is their altar, where they shall cast their souls upon the gentle waters and give themselves to the Lord.
Oh God.
Give
Oh God.
themselves.
They're brainwashed.
Oh, Lord, cleanse us of our sins.
Let us be reborn in your loving arms.
Free us from the torment of this mortal realm.
They want to be saved. Forgive me, but did another foreigner like me come here? He was probably wearing a cowl.
You mean the traveler from Stone? Yes. He's staying at my house, toward the rear of the village.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I'll go and greet him.
They seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
Yes, let's. Well, let me see what's over here first. Looks a little suspicious, all hidden in the corner over here. Oh, thought so. Poggers, stuff I never use. Alright. I've added then. Oh, quest destination. I bet. Where we at? Where we at? Right here. Bro. Bro. Oh, you. That cereal?
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
Oh, just an undying member.
And so it would appear, are you? Lord Rosfield, if I am not mistaken.
That's right. And you must be the third chair.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your safety. He sent me to find you.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill. Much less you, my Lord Marquis.
He said that you had failed to report. Is there a reason for that?
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. But the more I learned of them, the more my own faith began to falter.
Oh, that does hurt.
I've seen them at their prayers. Have you not? They devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord with a fervor I have never seen before. Praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills and reborn in their Saviour's light. Not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue
Not their
to
woes.
serve him with all of their beings. I too swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master, but this... 'tis different. It is more. And so I would see it through to the end. See these people safe, that they might achieve their dream. That they might do their duty to their Lord. Even if it should keep me from doing my duty to mine.
You do understand what their dream is, don't you?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become a Kashik. I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the very essence of salvation. Forgive me, my lord.
Well, they're wrong.
I must remain here. If you are to return to Master Cyril, I would consider it a great... Did you hear that, my lord? Something is happening.
I'll go and find out what. Stay here.
Oh god, what now? Ooh, ether. Well, they got their wish. No, I got it.
The flood. Oh no. There must be something I can do.
Let's put them out of their misery, man. Oh! Oh, they're not turning yet. Okay.
Found her.
Frickin' fallen.
Ready, brother?
Alright, let's start big. Oh! Oh my! Wow, that ability is actually pretty cool. Oh! Whoa. Oh, good shit. I'll follow up. Oh! Let's take care of you guys. Come on, attack. Surely that's not all of you, right? Is that it? I was expecting more.
What now?
Oh. Something coming up? A flaming iron giant, eh? Oh.
We meet again.
Well then. Titus.
Your kind before.
Oh! He's the part. Over here. Oh my. There. There we go. Oh, perfect. That's ready. Point blank. Cancel that. Right here. Oh! Yeah, right. Come on. Down, dude. And I'm not through with you, man. Right there. Shit. Oh, the cooldown in this is so good. Oh my! Joshua, the double beam. Oh, that was sick. Ugh. Whoa. Ugh. Good luck that. Oh! Come on. Oh? That's ready. And this should finish you. Nice. Oh. Oh yeah, dude. 24 nights, okay. Ball and iron. Why are you still growling? There's more? Just a single left.
Damn it.
Oh no! Oh. The Undying guy. Looks like he basically died right there. Oh. It only took a singular hit.
Don't you die. Come on, speak to me.
Oh god. Oh god, he's done for. He's done for, man.
To save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation.
Yeah, there's no salvation there. You just end up dying anyway.
Devoting themselves to the service of their lord.
Oh gosh, he's going Akashic.
Just as I did when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in. A duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become Akashic in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Look, my lord. They are saved.
they're kind of dead. They're not saved. Got this twisted ideology going here. Become a Kashyyyk, they just lose everything. They're just basically walking corpses. There's no salvation here. There's no God. Everything is a lie. But people just choose to believe it blindly. It is what it is. This world's doomed. Oh man. Sometime later.
They are saved. Founder.
Yep.
I should get this report to Cyril.
Not much saving going on there. Alright, at least we're done with this mission. One more out of the way.
My Lord Marquis, welcome back. I am glad to see you hale and whole.
I am hale
with your third chair,
and
Cyril.
whole, of course.
He bade me deliver his findings to you.
Well, it's been 7 hours, man. Yeah, but it hasn't been 8. Here we go. I'm feeling good. I don't know what you're on.
Thank you, my lord.
You're slumping already. I just need some coffee.
Remained in Ash.
I'm feeling good, though.
Protecting the villagers from an echo.
Until
buried him in
we're
Wickleburg.
out of this. Already out of work. Hey, let's go.
Sorry that I couldn't save him.
If you could not save him, no one could.
The villagers, they were believers
That passed pretty
in this
quick.
savior cult. They prayed to their
Can
god
see you're
that they might
slumped
be
on
unburdened of their
D.
wills.
Pause.
Then an ether flood came,
No, the hell I'm not.
and their wish was granted. Your brother sacrificed himself that they might live.
But they
Even
didn't.
knowing
They died
that
anyway.
Life was death by another name.
Yeah, you guys keep dying for no reason.
Then he perished defending liberty. A hero's end.
I would call it a fool's end, but, you know, pish posh, you know.
For the right to choose how one dies.
You're gonna
is
be
no
lit
less
and alert for
sacred
zombies.
than the right to choose how one lives.
You don't have the title of the ace
So would
without
agree.
being alert at all times.
We wanted to build a world
No
in
matter
which people
how
die on their own terms.
tired I am. But when he buys useless shit,
noble
but not
ambition.
plots.
To die for one's cause is
Ah,
the
what
most
can you do?
perfect expression of one's faith. It matters not how misguided others might judge one's decision to be.
Yeah.
Only that the decision is one's own.
If one's decision is
We
for-
live
just
according to the
dumb as hell,
teachings of our
there's
order.
nothing to respect about it.
We believe in them.
These guys die for no reason when it's avoidable. Oh!
For better or worse,
While I'm awake.
that is our creed.
Thank you for that.
But he didn't die for your creed. He died to save them.
But he
You still
died
believe
for
that
them
what
to
he
die
did was
anyway by going to
I
Kashyyyk.
believe
No, you're awake.
he
Yeah, I'm more
believed it
alert.
was.
Still need some
we,
coffee
the
though.
Undying, are not slaves, but willing servants.
The Undying are just a group of
And
dumbasses.
this was his will.
These guys are so
Ultimate expression
dumb.
of it.
All right. I'd like to know this man's name, Cyril. To know the names of all the Undying who've fallen in the line of duty. They died serving my house. It's only right that I remember them.
Yeah, but they
That is
die in
my
a
duty.
way where it's avoidable.
course.
So it's, you know.
I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs at once. My lord, it has been, and shall ever be, the greatest honor of my life to serve House Rosfield. Though our duties may differ, yours is no less important. I pray with all my heart for your success. And were they here, I have no doubt but that every one of my fallen brothers and sisters would feel the same.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right.